Hi and welcome back to the channel. In this video we have something a little bit out of the ordinary from my normal residential real estate. What you're looking at here is a 44,000 square foot office building. It's comprised of 10 office suites that make up the 30,000 rentable square footage. I am brand new to commercial office space and it feels a little bit out of my wheelhouse. However, I'm always open to trying new things. Some people tell me I have a high risk tolerance. Probably the most critical part of these commercial buildings are the roofs. If this roof had to be replaced, it would cost at least $250,000 for this size of a roof. And a fun fact, I used to work on these roofs for about 5 years for a commercial roofing company, so I know a little bit about what I'm looking at here. Also, each one of these air handler units costs anywhere between $30,000 and $50,000 to replace. That one right there is brand new and that was $50,000. As you can see, this roof has a lot of skylights on it. The skylights look cool and all, but they're very prone to leaking. In fact, a couple of them are leaking inside. What you're looking at here is the date on the rubber, 11/06/02. That means the rubber is about 20 years old. As you can see, this roof has a ton of things sticking up through the roof. Anytime you have something coming up through the roof, it's called a roof penetration. Wherever there is a roof penetration, an intersection of two roof surfaces, or where a roof meets an exterior wall, you need to do what is referred to as flashing it. And most of your leaks are going to come from bad flashing or a seam. Most of the flashing and the seams on this roof look pretty good. The only thing that is leaking are a couple of the skylights and one of the air conditioning units. Really all I'm doing here is looking at the flashing on each of these units and every single roof penetration. I don't really know too much about the units themselves, so it's hard for me to know what to look for as far as whether it's in good condition or not. Obviously, if it's all rusted out, I have a pretty good idea that it's going to need to be replaced, and these ones also look brand new, a couple of them, and I happen to know they are brand new. But that is part of the risk on this building, is the unknown of the condition of these units. Actually, my buddy Joe here has a father-in-law that is in HVAC for a living. Maybe we can have him come up and give us an idea of what kind of condition these units are in. This unit right here with the torn up tarp is the unit that is leaking inside. And in his first appearance, the other gentleman here is my father. He has been working on these types of roofs longer than I've been alive. Recently retired, but he used to be VP of said roofing company that I worked for. Other than fixing a couple leaks on these skylights, this roof looks really good, and my expert believes we can get 10 more years out of it the way it is, and another 10 if we keep up on maintenance. Alright, now let's hop inside. This building has 2 levels. The first level is the ground level, and then there's one that goes underground. Right now we're walking underneath those cluster of skylights that you saw on the roof. It lets a lot of natural light in and allows those plants in the atrium to grow. At first we're just walking around the common areas to get a feel for the building. Really the only thing I didn't like about this was that there's no public restroom on the ground level. There is one down here on the bottom level. I guess if you were willing to risk it all, you could water these plants. Seriously though, someone's been dropping the ball on watering these things. They were drier than a popcorn fart. This atrium could be a very nice feature if it was properly maintained. While I've got the video on this guy, this is my realtor, Ricky Paul from Rep Home Sales and Services. We will be doing a separate interview at some point in time with him. Here we enter the first suite. It's been empty for a long time and it looks like they've been doing some renovations to it. It looks like the only thing that needs to be done to this still is the 2 bathrooms and maybe a little bit of work in the conference rooms. As you see here, these 2 offices actually have some street frontage. So this suite is actually one of the premium suites. Take note on the ceiling right there by the skylight, and you'll see the leaking that I've been talking about. See this in a few of the suites throughout this video, and they're all right around the skylights. Fortunately, the skylights are easy to fix. Without getting too technical, there's a special caulk-like substance that you can put around the skylights that will reseep into the seal and fix it. Here you can see we're in the other premium suite. It has some frontage on the street. These are the only 2 suites in the whole building that have street frontage. Probably hard to tell when we move into a different suite from the one we were in before. It's because these were all remodeled by the same person, so they all have the same feeling and the same flow to them. Some of the suites do need some updating and some renovations, but overall, the materials used in these are very solid and very good quality. And for the most part, not much needs to be done in this building as a whole. Some of these suites are occupied by doctors' offices and other health organizations, so we weren't able to film all of it due to privacy and confidential concerns. But I was able to film enough that you get the idea of how the rest of the offices look. Unfortunately, only about 40% of this building is rented, and of that 40%, the tenants that are in here are paying way under market value rent. However, this can also be a good thing for a potential buyer. You can come in, you can renovate these empty ones the way you like, get the tenants in here that you want at the right price, and you can do a lot of value add to this place. The biggest negative and risk to this whole thing is that the expenses are way more than the income at this moment. So you're going to have to be able to float this place for a few months while you get it the way you want it, get the people in here, and have it stabilized. I do see a lot of risk for this building, so the offer that we're going to make them is going to have to reflect that risk. However, for the right price, I do see a lot of potential in this building, and it could be a big money maker for us. And with that, I'm going to end this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on what you think this building is worth and what I should offer. Alright, thanks for watching.